Right, so in my time in this world, we have gone from using windmills to swapping to the water wheels, which are better. I think it's time we make another advancement. Welcome back, everyone, to the Hardcore Create mod, episode 23, where, as you can see, we're still producing concrete. This is, like, it's still got... Oh, it's actually on its last little bit. Yep, there we go. That'll be the last stack going in now. Yeah, I have said it for a little bit now, but, like, I want to progress past water wheel. But yes, that is right. I want to get to work learning how steam engines work, and this is going to be interesting. Also... my skin is quite fitting for steampunk. But, like, I want to get to learn how these things work, and I am not entirely sure how this is going to go. Because I literally know absolutely nothing about how steam engines work in Create mod. So, yeah, let's get learning. So, what is that thing? Steam engines can be placed on a fluid tank. Yep, we've got those. Right-click it with a shaft, and you get that thing. Shaft creates kinetic output. Right. And then I assume we heat it. Sufficient heat and water boiler space. Hold on, what do you mean boiler space? Generate rotational energy. Minimal setup requires 4. Okay, we can use blaze burners for faster stuff, I assume. I wonder, do soul campfires work quicker than normal campfires? Higher power levels require more water, size, and heat. Boiler's current power level can be inspected with engineer's goggles. Makes sense. Okay, so unlike water wheels, this actually goes in certain power levels. So it's like you can have a massive tank, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can cover each bit with a steam engine. Right, so that's level 4. So you probably get 1 level per 2x2 area. Level 8. Yeah, so it just seems like basically a 2x2 area is another power level. And each one outputs differently, so it doesn't stack up, it seems. It seems like each one outputs on its own. Right. That's interesting. Let's see if we can work this out. So hold on, what was it connected to again? Let me just see. What was this connected to? It is just a fluid tank, right? Because what I sort of want to see if I can do here is basically just take some of our contraptions that are currently working with unreasonable amounts of water wheels and basically see if we can swap it over to steam. Right, so how do we make one of these? We need a block of copper, andesite alloy, and golden sheet. Right, that's easy enough. Also, I hate having to make more of these, but I feel like at this point we kind of need one of these over here. But right, I am going to need to go and get a bunch of gold. I should also probably check there's nothing else that I'm going to need. It does just seem to be like the gold and then the copper and stuff. Okay, this seems fine so far. Honestly, I'm kind of wondering why I never invested in this before. Now, again, I would like to see if soul campfires work a bit better. So actually, how do you get a soul campfire? With soul sand. Right, okay. So, right, first of all, let's go and steal some soul sand somewhere. Yep, I'll take this. We're also going to want to take some logs and everything just because we're probably going to be burning a bunch of stuff. And, you know, we're also making campfires and everything, which is going to be a little expensive. Right, we are going to need a bunch of copper. Hopefully 21 copper blocks is enough. I'd be surprised if it's not. Right, and we are also going to want gold. How much do we go with? You know what? Let's just go with 32. It's a lot, but like at the end of the day, there's not really much else that we use gold for. We might as well chuck it into this. And actually, I have just remembered I should probably also take some spare copper just because we may need to make some more pipes and everything like that. Or pulleys or anything like that. It's like there's a bunch of stuff with copper which we might just need to make some spare ones of. I need to clear out my chests. I've got a problem. Right, we'll start out with just making 4. Oh, right. They have a lot of stuff. Okay. So yeah, they've got a very good stress capacity compared to other stuff. Right, we're gonna want some fluid tanks. We are gonna need pipes and pumps and everything like that to get stuff in. We are going to want a new hose pulley, I think. Okay, that's a little annoying. So let's just chuck that in there. We can also get rid of our coal. So for this to work, we need the output to be here, facing that way. So the tank has to be here. The direction that this spins does matter. I think having it on this side is correct. So yes, we are going to be testing this on a live contraption, by the way, which is a little bit stupid and everything, because it means that we're gonna break our contraption temporarily. But like, who cares? We're experimenting. Stuff comes at a cost, you know? All right, so let's disable this for now. What did it look like when we pondered this? How far away does it go? Okay, so it goes here, doesn't it? So basically our tank goes 2 blocks away. Oh, it goes here. Right, so basically we need our shaft, then a 2-block gap, then the tank. Right, okay. So yeah, it would be shaft, 2-block gap, and the tank goes here. Let's try something at that size. That should hopefully be good. Then the steam engine goes out there. Size, water, and heat. Okay, so it's a decent size. It needs water and it needs heat. That's obvious. So to get water in, we're gonna need a pump. Am I gonna need to power this with a hand crank? I'm gonna need to power this with a hand crank, aren't I? But right, so new hose pulley. This needs to attach there. Because we're taking this out of the ocean, this should be a bottomless supply, really. Like, we don't even need to go that deep. This is probably already bottomless, right? No, dude. There is no way that you're not bottomless at a size of an ocean this big. Really? Or are you just not going to tell me that you're bottomless? Like, this one over here says it's bottomless. Yeah, bottomless supply. Why is it not saying that this is a bottomless supply? It's the ocean. How much water do you expect me to get? I don't know why that's not telling me that it's bottomless, because it definitely is. Like, I don't need to count anything for this. Like, this is 10,000 blocks. If our lava tank down there is 10,000, the ocean around it is definitely 10K. All right, so if I spin this, are we taking in water? Like, is it filling up at all? I don't know if this is working. Oh, okay, it's got water. I don't know how much. It doesn't really tell me. It would be nice if it told me, but it doesn't. It just says that there is indeed water. Why is there no longer water? Is there too much water now? No, now there's water back in it. What? Clockwise, counterclockwise. Oh, I can change the rotation of it. Why is the water gone? Does water constantly disappear from it? If so, that's a little annoying, because that means that I need to constantly pump water in. I mean, like, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. That's entirely logical, but, like, still. Right, okay, let's make some campfires quickly. So, right, 4 campfires. Where did I put all of my soul sand? Because I would also like to go and make a bunch of soul campfires, just for the sake of experiment. All right, so we can supply heat to it. There we go. It's getting heat. 0 megabits per... oh, gosh. Right, so if I pump water into this, then is that gonna start spinning at all? You've got size, you got water, you have not got heat, and you've run out. How does this work? I'm genuinely really confused how this works. Like, you're pumping water into this. We can confirm that much. You have got heat because there's heat, but you're not outputting anything. Why are you not outputting? Oh, I've never put the shaft on it. Right. Why is that facing that way? I don't want you to face that way. There we go. Right, okay. So, if I pump water into this now... Hey, there we go. It's spinning. Right. Is it spinning fast? I have no clue. Oh, that's cool. It's got, like, a little steam animation as well. Right. Okay, so I assume supplying this with more heat and more water and stuff would get it to output a little bit better. It does run out quickly, though, so it does need a constant supply. Right, let's see. So... this was basically saying that there was 1 bit of heat with the campfires. So if I supply it with soul campfire, I think that is the exact same heat output. Okay, I don't think I get anything extra then. Right, so blaze burners supply it with more heat. That's a little annoying because I don't want to get blaze burners. Like, we have 1 blaze burner in this world, and in my opinion, that's enough. I don't need more. Right, yeah, so that's just gonna... So it outputs a lot of energy. The thing is, it doesn't... oh, that's annoying. So there's a lot of energy output. Low speed, though. High energy, low speed requires a lot of maintenance to upkeep the water intake. Okay. Can I use a wrench on this so I can actually see inside of it? No. Right. How do I do this, then? I wonder... can I take the output of the steam engine and use it to pump water into the steam engine? Is that something I can get away with? Because I think this has the capacity for 3 outputs now. So, you know, I'm just a little curious. I should actually put this on the other side. That would be better. So basically, my question is, if I go and put a thing there, take an output from that, you are spinning that way. That is perfectly fine, actually. Because also, I think we could be really nice and double our speed here. So attach that there. Right, okay, that's cool. Then I think we're going to need to use a little bit of a hand crank just to get that started. And do you work? Did my idea work? Is it now supplying itself? Maybe? Did my idea work there? Boiler status passive. Why is it passive? What? Because you've not got enough? But I think that is working. I do think that is working. I think this boiler is producing enough energy to supply itself with more water. I don't think that's physically possible in real life, but it's possible here. And also, so I'm noticing this one is spinning, but this one isn't. So I wonder, is there a priority system, maybe? We'll take a shaft out of there. There we go. But that one's spinning. Right, okay, so this is overstressed, so it's not a height priority. So what does that mean? Does this need more heat, or I guess it needs less outputs against it? What if we increase water? Because I think water isn't at an optimal level. Right, okay, so let's disable this quickly. So obviously we're gonna multiply our speed and everything just because we can. So that should be double and then quadruple the speed. So my hope is with this, because this is then going to be spinning faster, hopefully it's actually pulling in a decent amount of water. There we go. So this is spinning faster, and look at that, we've got more water output. Okay, this one still isn't spinning though. Oh my gosh, so we need more heat. I don't want to have to get blaze burners. I really don't want to have to get blaze burners, but I'm going to need to get blaze burners, aren't I? I need to know every single thing that can heat up a steam engine. I wonder if lava could. Like, if I put lava underneath it, does that heat it up? Because, yeah, that's our issue, basically. Like, we've got the size, we've got the water, but we haven't got the heat in order to supply it, really. So, yeah, basically, we've just overstressed our system, because even though it has a high kinetic output, it's not got enough energy to spin in the first place. Okay, so apparently there is several things that can heat up steam engines and stuff. So you've got the obvious, you've got the campfires, and you've got the blaze burners. However, apparently you can use an empty blaze burner lit with a flint and steel, which I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know you could just light those themselves. You can also overclock a blaze burner using a blaze cake, which I don't have. Plus, I don't have a blaze burner with an actual blaze in it. You are also able to use lava as well, but the thing is, all of these things basically seem to provide the exact same heat level, apart from blaze burners with a blaze and a blaze burner that's overclocked. So, I want to try out getting a blaze burner, first of all. But when I say that, I don't mean, like, actually putting a blaze in these things. No, I mean just, like, you know, getting a blaze burner. If I really have to, I will return to the nether eventually. But I would like to not do that. You know, I don't fancy the idea of dying. So, let's see. Blaze burner lit with a flint and steel. Does it work any better at all? Just, you know, light these. I didn't even know that you could light these without a blaze. Exact same. Dang it. Right, supply it with enough water so it can start supplying itself. There we go. Brilliant. I don't know what we can do. We're gonna have to get a blaze burner, surely. Like, one with an actual blaze in it. That is the only thing I can imagine. I can't see a way of doing this without getting a... Oh, come on. Really? Don't make me do it. Don't. Just don't. I wonder, what if we have separate steam engines? Basically, one handles pumping water into all of the other steam engines, and then the others just take their own power output. The thing is, it's not very fast, is it? And they get overstressed easily because we don't have a good heat source. Unless, what happens if we just expand this further? But right, if I pump this water in, okay, it seems like it's powering itself now. Are you able to supply yourself, like, all the time? Are you sustainable? maybe? Like, you have more size, you've got a higher water capacity, but you've got the same heat. So is that... It's not doing anything. Oh my god. So far, I'm not exactly seeing how these are going to be better than water wheels. I mean, I get they'll probably be better if I had blaze burners, but like... I don't want to try and get another blaze burner. It was so difficult. I'm gonna have to, aren't I? There's no way around it. I'm going to need to get another blaze burner. What if we just keep pumping more water in? Like, if I sit here and try and pump even more, and does that even... I don't even think that helps. Right, break that off a second. We are going to double this thing's speed again. So, just do that. Let's put a hand crank here so we can pump some water in, and... Okay, definitely spinning faster. Right, we've got more water. But once again, not matching the heat to supply it. So this is never going to be spinning. I don't understand this. Genuinely, I kind of don't understand this. Like, we're just not producing enough. What happens if I turn this into a 3x3? Like, genuine question here. What happens if I turn it into a 3x3? Now, it does mean that everything's in the wrong place, but currently we're just experimenting. So let's see. So this is a larger size. Currently, there is no water in it because it has run out. As far as I can tell, the source of the heat does not really affect anything at this stage. So we are just going to use some netherrack. So, right, here we go. We have got a larger tank. Let's just see. So, wrong one. So, let's power this. There we go. It is sustaining itself, and it is filling up with stuff. 2000 SU via one engine. So, you're able to supply it with one engine. The thing is, we can't get another engine capacity. Or it's 2000 SU. Now, the thing is, all of these run at, what, 4 times? 3 times? I think these are 8 times. So they all require a lot of energy, which explains why this one doesn't work, but this one does, because the pump does not require much energy. Great. So essentially, we're screwed. That's just it. That's literally just it. Or what happens if I supply it with more? Wait, yeah, hold on. What happens if I just take more of these? Like, have I been really stupid here? Why am I not doing the same thing that you do with water wheels and stuff? You don't have enough energy, you just add more engines coming off. The question is, how many would we need to supply there? Oh, wait, hold on. That was telling me. That was telling me. 682 SU. Right. Sorry, I need this stressometer right now. I've been an absolute idiot. I forgot about the fact that, like, speed does not equate to stuff. Minus 682. Oh, wait, so I just need to add another engine. Like, literally just one more, and I think this works. So if I attach that there, I need to get another shaft. That goes there. I need to make sure that you are going the correct way. Hello? How do I rotate these things? Because they never want to work. Like, dude, swap. Okay, and you broke. Good. Okay, so this needs to go the other way. Right, okay, so with you rotating the other way, if I am able to fix this... Oh my god. There we go. Finally. Right, so that's now going the same way. So you should all be supplying... Oh, now you're all supplying... Oh, of course. You're all supplying less because now you're split across more. Okay. That makes sense. That is perfectly reasonable. The thing is, I have a feeling that means that we're actually not supplying enough energy again. Oh my god. Right, okay. Oh, for God's sake, I keep falling off of this. This is so tedious to work with. So this also needs to be going counterclockwise. That needs to go there. I need to get it so that this is facing the correct way again. There we go. Oh, you've stopped working though. Are you... Oh, you're not pumping in enough water. And if you're not pumping in water, you haven't got enough energy. Oh my god. Let's just try it at that for a second. I need to see. Okay, right. That is now supplying water, and you overstressed really quick. I want to scream so much. I want to scream so much. I am hating this. I am really hating this. Right. So, what I am learning, when we want to make a steam engine, take the supply of water and attach that to a different power source. Because if we are supplying the water from the energy created from the steam engine, it's really taxing. So instead, what we should be doing, we should really be supplying this water elsewhere. with a very quick example of what those things could be, a water wheel. It all comes back to the water wheels. Right, so that's supplying it with a little bit of water, and as we can see, we've got power on that side. Okay, but the thing is, it is going at a slower speed. Stress at 50%. Right, does that mean I can double the speed of this then? So just do that, and do that. There we go. The issue is our crushing wheels are now facing the wrong way. I mean, that should be an easy fix, actually. I just need to change these around. So that one is now supplied with just a normal shaft, and that one is supplied like that. There we go. Right. Okay, so this is able to sustain it and stuff. It would be nice if we were getting a bit more water, but I think we've learned something good here. So if we don't want to use more powerful sources of heat like proper blaze burners, then basically we just need to make sure that the water is being supplied through an alternative thing. Now, the way I am seeing this, I think, so one tank like this was able to supply enough water for itself. But I think that would actually also mean, because it was only overstressed once we started doing this as well, and this is working with a lot of stuff. Like, what's the stress on this? This is using 2000 SU, meaning that this is producing, yep, 2000 SU. Okay. Now, how much does this pump to supply that cost? 128 SU. So, in theory, we could have one of these tanks producing enough energy to supply, like, a lot of other tanks. I think we've got our solution for how this oil rig is going to work. I am not even joking. I think we're just going to have one steam engine, which is basically supplying itself and a bunch of other steam engines with all of the water they need. And then all of those steam engines can just go and do their own thing. They just work on their own stuff. I think that is genuinely our solution. And with that, I think we've discovered the power of steam, which means I think it's time to end this episode. My brain is dead. Thank you for watching. Hopefully next time we can actually start our oil rig. And I am gonna need to learn more about these. Yay.